The Shadow Rift was released in 1998 for levels 7 to 9, written by William Connors, Cindy Rice, and John Rateliff, with interior art by Patrick Kulaki, John Matson, Kevin McCann, Arnie Sweckel, and Sam Wood, with a cover by Todd Lockwood. It is a 160-page sourcebook on the Shadow Rift and an adventure module as well. It is the sequel to the adventure Servants of Darkness. The guide is split in two halves, and we'll cover the gazetteer part of the book first. So the Shadow Rift is a domain of Ravenloft that appears to be a gaping blackness that has no end, and if one falls into the blackness, they are lost forever. There are only a few secret ways to enter the Shadow Rift. Once inside, the domain is very alien to the heroes. There is no sunlight, only a dull light in the sky. Every type of environment can be found in the Shadow Rift except for extreme cold or extreme heat. There are grasslands, plains, mountains, hills, lakes, rivers, and wastelands that cover the domain. This is Ravenloft's take on the fairy worlds of ancient myth, and time is different there. The domain is populated by a race of creatures called the Arak. The Arak are fairies. They come in several sizes, forms, and have different abilities. 9 different races of Arak are described in this book. There are also several new monsters introduced that are native to the Shadow Rift. The Arak are divided into 2 factions. The Sealy Court, who is led by Maeve, Queen of the Arak. Their outlook on humans is as if humans are amusing pets to them. They don't hate humans, and they don't want to do harm to them. But the Arak are so long-lived that they feel that humans are fleeting and such. The other faction, the Unseelie Court, is led by Maeve's brother Lot, who was the villain in Servants of Darkness. They don't like humans, and they enjoy causing harm to them. They are also charmed humans who lived in the Shadow Rift that are slaves, in a way, to the Arak. Usually only humans of great skills are charmed for the abilities to be used by the Arak. The humans' shadows are stolen and taken to the Shadow Rift, and there they serve the Arak, while their physical bodies are left behind here in our world, or in the world of Ravenloft, and they're mindless, emotionless automations. So, long ago in a realm of darkness lived a great and powerful evil creature named Gwydion. He enslaved the Arak and for centuries ruled over them. Gwydion charged the Arak to help him conquer the multiverse, so he had the leader of the Arak, Erkling, work on the Obsidian Gate, which would open portals to other worlds. Erkling had 2 children, Maeve and Lot, and he told his children of his plans to trick Gwydion and trap him in the Obsidian Gate. To do this, Erkling created 9 relics of Arak: the sword, amulet, boots, cloak, crown, dagger, gloves, scepter, and signet. These would serve as locks to the Obsidian Gate, and they were able to trap Gwydion in the Obsidian Gate, but Erkling died in the process, and the relics were scattered throughout the Shadow Rift, throughout the realm of Ravenloft when the Shadow Rift entered Ravenloft. Lot was devastated by his father's death, and Gwydion has been growing in power, and has reached out to Lot pretending to be Erkling, who is trapped in the gate. Lot seeks to reclaim the relics and free his father from the gate. Lot does not realize this is a trap to set Gwydion free, and that his father is dead. The adventure starts where Service of Darkness ended. The heroes travel to the town of Brigado in Tempest, where they find that the evil Arak have stolen the villagers' shadows, making them mindless shells of their former selves. That night, the evil Arak return, and there is a big battle between the heroes and the Arak, and the heroes are forced to retreat. The heroes can have several encounters in Tempest depending on the retreat path, including encounters with goblins, the evil Triad Blackroot from the Ravenloft's Monsters Compendium 2, who makes an appearance. The heroes will also explore Witchwood, which is said to be haunted by a witch. This is actually Maeve, who is trying to figure out Lot's plan. Maeve tells the heroes of Lot's plan and wants them to stop him. She tells the heroes how to get into the Shadow Rift and where the last relic Lot needs is hidden. The heroes enter a cave and emerge in the Shadow Rift. The next few scenes are encounters the adventurers have to highlight certain unique locations and races of the Shadow Rift. Eventually, the heroes will have a dungeon crawl at the Malachite Palace, where the final relic is hidden. Once the heroes get the relic, they have to make their way across the domain to the Obsidian Gate to destroy the relic while being hunted by the Arak. They will have a series of encounters showcasing the domain. This feels very much like Frodo's quest to destroy the ring in Lord of the Rings. The heroes arrive at the Obsidian Gate but are captured by Lot, and Lot proceeds to open the gate and frees Gwydion, where a big battle ensues. Gwydion is a unique and powerful Dark Lord. He represents a Lovecraftian horror. The heroes will fight his body parts, for he never fully emerges. They will have to fight his tentacle, his 13-fingered hand, his talon, his cloven hoof, his smashing fist, spiked tail, and his eye. The heroes win by driving him back into the gate and sealing it. Lot is either dead or crippled, and Maeve resumes leadership in the land unless the heroes return. For 4 years, the Shadow Rift had been teased and hyped, and they finally did a good job with it, I think. The domain and its people are detailed very well. It truly does feel like an alien world, and every species of Iraq are so different and unique. The adventure itself is well done. It's staged in scenes for the DM. It's basically a series of encounters to flesh out the domain and the Shadow Rift, showing it off to the players with a dungeon crawl to break things up. Gwydion is probably the most unique Dark Lord in all of Ravenloft, and the end battle against him feels like a final boss fight in a video game or something. The players remember this one for a long time. My only gripe is I wish the product had included a full-size poster map. Other than that, this is a great product, and I highly recommend it. For many years, folk have gazed into the churning black vapors of the Shadow Rift and wondered at the horrors that might be within. Some have speculated that it might be a realm of the doomed, where tortured spirits suffer the hours of eternity. Others have speculated it might be an empty domain, waiting for the arrival of a master who is evil enough to claim it and shape it in his own unique image. Even the mysterious Vistani do not know what the secrets are hidden in the depths of this gaping chasm. Now the time has come for the Veil of Shadows to be parted. Lot, King of the Shadow Elves, has reclaimed the mighty Sword of Iraq. With this relic, he intends to set in motion a plan that has taken thousands of years to form. He will throw open that very gate of darkness and invite one of mankind's greatest enemies to walk the land of the living. And if he is not stopped, the rivers of Ravenloft will run red with the blood of the innocent. This adventure can be played independently or in conjunction with the Ravenloft adventure Servants of Darkness. 4 to 6 characters of level 7 to 9.